Welcome back to Indian Trace. As many of you are used to seeing, take a look at this. A great hammerstone, great scraper, thumb scraper, just some great artifacts. I'm humbled. Many of you are used to seeing displays like this in moving days. And it is a moving day, and it is a giveaway. So this is gonna be a big deal. Somebody out there who's listening is gonna be able to take some of these home. These are the best I've found in 3-4 weeks. Sometimes it's a week, but this is a 3 or 4 week, and I have to get them in there in the camera here so I can take a good picture and document it. But talking about Eastern Central North Carolina, to me, I set aside the best finds that I find through the weeks, and then I have to move them forward. Some of them I give away, some of them I move into my display, top quality stuff. And I've got another giveaway that I have to manage coming up, but it's already taken care of as to who that's going to. Had somebody step up and just send me some incredible stuff that's valuable to me, stuff that I can credibly make a good trade for. North American Indians, that was the way commodities and exchange of valuables worked. It was in a trade-based. Of course, we often in our society and our social system work in terms of money, but there's also a lot of things that are valuable to us. So, we just figure out what a good trade is and move forward. Mike, you and I have made some awesome trades. He trades in terms of services and craftsmanship. And I'm able to give him some artifacts that he can't find, and he doesn't find a lot. And other fellas have traded me American silver, representing the history of the United States of America. Rich, valuable history. Such ignoramuses and such ignorant, uneducated people to destroy the monuments of this nation. Well, that won't last, and it won't survive in terms of how people truly feel about the United States of America and about a place that we call home. Indeed, the best nation on the earth. And indeed, our nation has done more to help people, human beings in this earth, than any other nation in the world. So I don't know where they've been poisoned. It's sad. I pray about it always. And I'm going to say that's enough said about that. Go ahead, back in time, check through my videos, and you'll find some awesome conversations and educational pieces about the things that I'm mentioning here. And inevitably, somebody's out there, somebody's listening, upsets them, and well, you don't have to watch. You can unsubscribe. It doesn't matter to me one bit. Truth sometimes is difficult to handle, and seems to me that people who are not educated out there with no understanding or a grasp of history, tearing things up, they'll be dealt with. Law and order will come forward. Nice pieces, right? That's enough ranting and raving. Anyway, the way this is going to work in Moving Day, giveaway. Sorry about that. I got carried away. I go on a pause. I sort of just go on a pause and float away. These pieces right here, I'm going to divide them up. Over on my right are going to be the pieces that I'm going to keep, and over on my left are going to be the pieces I'm going to give. Maybe to you, maybe to somebody you love, somebody who doesn't find a lot, maybe to a child you know, and they love Indian artifacts and might like a special gift from North Carolina. I mean, look we got a group at the bottom, a group of Guildfords. And then I have a group right here of Marl Mountains. How's it going to play out? How's it going to divide? Not sure yet. We're going to go through them. And we got a little bit of other. And here it is. And I'm going to look at the middle first. And I'm going to tell you this is exactly how you can win it. All the resources are possible to answer the questions I'm going to give you so that you can win this. And first we're going to look at these two as I divide them and tell you how you can win these things. Now, of course, these two, one's going left and one's going right. But of course, there's a G10 I found at the garden, and it's going on my right, I can tell you already. I absolutely love this piece. It's an incredible arrowhead. It's an incredible atlatl tip. And I've come to love the garden. But how can you win these things? I want you. There's a site next to the garden. That's over on my right. This one, which is a great banded piece of rhyolite. Nice tip. Is going over on my left. I'm going to give it away. Just have to follow your heart. Wherever the energy in your heart is to do things and to give them away, just go ahead and do it, and good things come of it. I have a site next to the garden, and this is how to win on this giveaway. I have a site next to, look at the band in that rhyolite, next to the garden called the Archaic. I want you to be able to tell me what is the first significant point, projectile point I found. I'm going to clear out these two next at the Archaic. The first one. Now, I've only been collecting 5 years, and I've only been posting for 3 years. So that little bit of homework should be easy for anybody who really wants to win these artifacts. But if I have more than one answer, you also can tell me, through doing a little bit of research and listening carefully, what crop was recently harvested when I found that significant projectile point. Which point was it? And what crop was recently harvested? If that's too much, you don't have to have any of these artifacts, no big deal. Some people just love to see them and are blessed by it. If you want them, I'll send them. Look at the history of the channel. I believe in it on Indian Trace. It's a nice Marl Mountain too, different shape, a little bit of triangle. It might be called something different, but it's going over to the left with this guy. No problem at all. Some great tips. Absolutely stellar artifacts. This piece here, I have not been sure about. It's an incredible point I found at Notchville. I like it. I'm sort of feeling and leaning like I want to give it away. Sometimes you don't know about that, Sometimes you just don't know. So that one I'm going to put way up at the top, and I'm going to wait. We're going to choose that out a little bit later. Let's clear some other things out first. 2 pieces here, and it's valuable. Remember, what is the first significant piece I found at the Archaic? What crop was recently harvested there just before I found that point? Thirdly, if I have a lot of people who want to win it and have got the right answer, thirdly, what material was that first significant projectile point made out of at the Archaic? Now I know that sounds like a teacher, a professor. That's what I do. But if you want these free and clear, and you want these, which are, to me, top quality artifacts, you got to answer it. Here's the thumb scraper. It's a beauty. It's going over on my left. It's a great piece. I'm going to give it away. And I know I grabbed this hammerstone. I've got so many great hammerstones, everybody. It absolutely locks me up. So I'm going to give this one. If somebody has enough fortuitiveness to go back in time to figure out the videos and to research exactly what I'm saying, and they want these, that's fine. I'm going to give this, and this is an awesome hammerstone. Fairly uncommon. I'm going to give that away with it, everybody. I'm going to give that away with it, excuse me. Let's take a look at these right here. These 2 points came from Notchville. They're nice, aren't they? They're fantastic to me. I'm going to keep them both. I'm going to tell you that already. One's in rhyolite and one's in quartz. Just uncommonly nice. Found in the tobacco, which was a challenge in itself just to get out there and find them. So I'm going to keep those right there on the right side. Now I have 2 little points right here. One out of quartz, which is a great little, maybe eared yadkin or something like that, and then a nice little notch point I found yesterday in rhyolite. This point here, look how small it is, it's disappearing under my thumb, is going over on my right with that group. This point here, which is just a great point as well, is going over on my left. And if it's a kid, if you're just a kid and you love this stuff and you're just tuning in, I'll give you 2 again, because most of the time in my classes, the students and everything, they say, hey, what was the assignment again? So, because of redundance and all this stuff on the left, remember, you're going to be able to take home this stuff. This is some great North American Indian artifacts. What's the first significant point that I found at the Archaic? What material was it made out of? And what crop was recently harvested there? All of that information is there. This one at the top, I've already decided it's going to be able to get into the group where I'm going to give it away. It's variated material. I love it, but you have to understand, I am suffering from something that is good, which is called abundance. And I do have an abundance at many of my sites, and I'm just very fortunate for it. So I try to find out the best way to deal with it. And it won't slow down. Well, let's go. I got to get going on this. Look at the bottom now. Here's the Guildfords. Here's 2. Let's go with 2s. This one, which is a little bit of a Guildford Yuma, but it could have been a Guildford straight base. It's a nice Guildford found at Notchville. It's going to go over on my left. Yeah, I know it. Just an incredible group already. An incredible prize. To me, easy winnings. Easy winnings if you just do your research. Guildford Yuma. Found at the Vulture, or right in between the Vulture and the Falcon. That's going to go over here. It's just a very balanced, nice piece. I have 2 pieces here. A Guildford Yuma, found at the Garden, which is that one. And then a Quartz Guildford Round. This Quartz Guildford Round that I found at the Cove is going to go over on my right. It's a nice piece. Moving day, nothing better. Because I got to keep things organized, you just got to keep moving forward. In this Guildford, look at the way that was made. It's going to go over my left. I've got to do it. I've just got to keep a rhyme and keep a reason and move forward. And I have found that there are some individuals who are really, really blessed to be able to get some of this and make some displays of their own. For some people, this group right here that you're looking at is as much as they find in a year. I mean, I quit. I don't know. I'm inside now already. The way it's worked out for me in a short amount of time. I guess I'm spoiled. That'd be crazy to work that hard and to look that long and to find that little. You guys really appreciate things, and I'm working to do that. This helps me. Generosity helps me. Let's look at these. Marl Mountains, and we finish. Remember, this is a moving day giveaway. If you need to go back, I said 3 times how you can win it, and that's going to be it. Marl Mountains. This Marl Mountain, which is actually banded, it's got some pink in it. I don't know if my hands are. I went out and found a little bit today. There it is. This was found at the Cove. It's a great little piece. Simple, straightforward. Projectile points going over on my left. Not a problem. Good group for a moving day giveaway. Great group. These 3, which I really have come to like a lot, I'm going to keep. So they're just going to emigrate over here. Find a good place just to pop them down. Those, see, that's top of the line to me, and humbling. For now, I'm going to keep those. We always say that for now because inevitably, I try not to hold things too tightly. That if God leads me to in my heart to share or to give something away that's valuable, I try to. But for now, I keep a lot of good stuff too. I want to keep them because I love them and they're good. But at the same time, look at this group. Fantastic group. If you want those, go ahead and follow the criteria to this giveaway, and I hope you win. I'm going to leave it at that. I wonder if I can get this one in. Maybe I'll put it right here as a better place to stick it so I can get them all in there. And on this giveaway, I hope you win. I hope you enter. Enter for somebody else if you don't want to. And that's what you're going to get. Thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace. And that right there, that's Indian Trace. Moving Day giveaway.